So, Liberty Hangout, Kaitlin's been gone for a while. What's she been up to? Why has she disappeared? I don't know. Genuinely, I haven't watched this video yet. She's gonna tell us. Where have you been, Kate whatever your name is? Kate Poopy? What? Pooplin? Pooplet? What have you been up to?
It's time for us to have a talk. A talk about, one, where I've been, and two, my thoughts on the direction of the MAGA movement. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and there are some things that need to be addressed. Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've seen you. You look great as ever. Now, it's no secret that I've been MIA for a little while.
It's a very weird aside.
And I feel as though I owe you guys an explanation for why. Today I want to get into half the reason why, and then my thoughts on where conservatism seems to be heading. And in a separate video, I'll tell you part 2 of where I've been, so be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that video. Let's backtrack all the way to the beginning of the year, January to be exact. For those of you who remember, Liberty Hangout was demonetized on Facebook after big tech started coming down hard on pages that supported President Trump.
I would imagine, I don't know the specifics of her getting demonetized on Facebook. It definitely wasn't just for supporting Trump, though. Considering what I've seen her and her husband tweet. No. It was definitely for some other shit. Probably encouraging people to do some sort of violence or something that was racist or homophobic. I don't know. It was not just for supporting Trump, though.
While our monetization wasn't spared, our page thankfully survived the purge. But we became increasingly weary about what we were allowed to post now that we felt like our whole livelihood was at stake.
I guess you shouldn't, found your livelihood on being awful.
Started noticing that other like-minded creators were getting censored left and right for talking about the BLM Riot.
Oh, is she gonna try and, is this gonna be her? Is she gonna try and start a new platform? Is she gonna try and be like, welcome to Liberty Hangout. We'll now host videos for whoever wants them, or come to Liberty Hangout and we'll invite our racist friends over to talk about things. MH Darkby says, we may have to watch the Tucker interview given how many conservative chuds are losing their minds. Let me see. Watching conservative Twitter implode in real time. Let's see. Kyle Rittenhouse apparently said, I'm not a racist person, I support the BLM movement. That's kind of funny. This person says, I changed my mind. Kyle is not white. I repeat, not white. Code brown. He is not one of us. Oh, yikes. This person says, spent 3 weeks praying for this dude to be acquitted just for him to say this. It's fucking over, man. I'm done. Society is fucked. It's all over. Yeah, I very much doubt Kyle Rittenhouse actually supports BLM. Surprise. But still, that's pretty funny. Dirt Juror says, hey, Kaitlin, what have you been up to?
There? Oh, I'm just pooping. You know how I be.
But it smells like throw up in here.
Crazy world, a lot of smells.
It's the response to the COVID-19, the 2020 election, and literally every single topic that...
Do I think he's a racist? I think he is a young guy who has, like a lot of young men, unfortunately been courted by alt-right pipeline areas of the internet that has radicalized him to take racist action and probably believe a lot of stupid racist shit. Yeah. Cool Cat says, if Kaitlin wants to make a SMS, I think PooTube is available. It is! We talked about this the other day, yes. PooTube.
Conservatives wanted to talk about. Since I don't have the luxury of being sponsored by law.
He's a Proud Boy? I'm pretty sure he hung out with Proud Boys. I don't know if he actually is one. Not that that's any better. I'm just trying to make sure that we're clear on what actually happened.
Large organizations like PragerU or Turning Point USA, we had to play it safe if we wanted to survive. I am 100% independent and backed by you guys and you guys only, and the relationship you and I have built over the last 3 years isn't something I felt ready to abandon just to get a few thousand views on some clickbait video. So we took a backseat to politics and let the people funded by millionaires do the talking, and we would stick to some street interviews about less intense topics. And perhaps we played it too safe this year because we have taken way too long of a break, but nonetheless, here we still are. And over the course of my break, I have been able to dedicate a lot of time to new
Do I think he legally murdered those people, or was it self-defense? We just had a trial about this. What do I think? I think it is indicative of bad gun laws. I think it's more of an issue of, how do I put this? It seems to me that if you intentionally put yourself in a dangerous situation, I'm not saying this is how the law is written, I'm saying this is how the law should be written, in my opinion. But again, just random asshole. It seems to me, if you are saying, I am going to put myself in a dangerous situation, this is a dangerous situation, I should bring a gun to this dangerous situation that is dangerous and I could be shot at. I don't think you should have the right to claim self-defense when things get bad for you and someone starts doing whatever to you. You put yourself in that situation. Duh. But that's not how the laws are written.
New and exciting chapters in my life, which I wouldn't be able to share with you had I gotten myself banned from social media. The first and most important thing to happen during my break is that I stopped being an atheist and dedicated my life to Jesus Christ. I'm not even sure how many of you knew I was an atheist, but I'm sure it's rather shocking. This is why in my debates about abortion over the past 3 years, you have never heard me bring up religion. I want to make a separate video getting into the details about my conversion, but I've been spending an incredible amount of time learning, asking questions, saying sorry to God, and attending Mass. I started the RCIA program to be confirmed into the Catholic Church next year, and I'm so excited to share more of that with you all as the journey progresses. The second thing that happened was that I asked myself what my absence from YouTube would mean to you guys watching, to politics in general, and to the
I can probably explain that one. So Kaitlin's sister, might have been half sister, was on TikTok sometime in the last year. I'm pretty sure I played some of her videos. Because Kaitlin has absolutely sort of talked about religion before and said nice things about it. I think this is her way of kind of refuting some things, or trying to after the fact refute. Because her half-sister was on TikTok being like, Kaitlin, you're not even really religious, and you're talking about all this shit. You're a fucking phony. You're doing this for money, etc., etc. So I'm assuming this is her post hoc trying to get around that by saying, no, now I'm Catholic for realsies. Look, I got officially put in the church and everything. That's my guess. Nick says, video of Kaitlin Bennett. So I do think she's probably lying. I don't know if she's particularly religious. I don't think she is. I just think she's a grifter. But obviously her audience is, so she needs to put out that religious, image. Stone Corbell says, a really weird trend is a lot of these right-wing chud atheists becoming Catholic traditionalists. Yeah, they're not really religious. They're using it as a political tool. Religion being used as a political rhetoric showpiece. That's new. 990 Owl says it's also plausible as Milo. About as plausible as Milo.
That's right, folks. Longtime owner, Mr.
Oh. I like money. I can't play it. Copyright.
Country. I came up with nothing of value, and it really made me think, am I just making videos that have something to post? Yep. Am I even doing something genuine to my heart? No. Can I provide better, more meaningful content to the world?
No. Oh.
Yes, I can.
I guess we differ there.
It's hard to describe, but I feel that I have more to offer you all through my content than just complaining about the news of the week like every single other political commentator on the internet. What good am I doing by telling you what you should be mad about this week?
Oh no. It's gained self-awareness.
What good am I doing by showing you how mentally unstable college students are when I step onto their campus? We all know how deluded they've been for years. Let's be honest. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I want to offer...
I'm sure this has nothing to do with the fact that your videos were getting fewer and fewer and fewer views as time went on.
you guys something that brings
This is all about your integrity and not about your dwindling audience for the same old crap over and over and over again.
me joy to create something different that you can get from me.
Oops.
That you can't get from the other dozens of conservative YouTubers. Now, I won't be stopping my pop quiz on the beach videos. I love the good-hearted nature of those. I won't even
The good-hearted nature is not how I would describe any video Kaitlin has ever been a part of.
stop going to rallies when they eventually pop up again, but I want to create a new type of conservative content that leaves the viewer happier after watching the video than when they clicked on the video.
That's pretty antithetical to the whole conservative perspective of being reactionary and mad at everything. Like, don't get me wrong, I see the irony of me doing that in a reaction video, but, like, this isn't my whole personality, nor is it the entire personality of the people that watch this show. It kind of seems to be the guiding principle of everything right-wing people do, but, you know. Whatevs.
Video. Something I've noticed ever since Joe Biden has become president is that in a lot of ways, the right now stands where the left did for the last 4 years. We are
As the opposition?
pessimistic, we are mad, we are discouraged about the
That's generally what happens when your political party isn't in power. This is your first election cycle. I'm not... Am I older than Kaitlin? Does she not know how this works?
future, and we have even become dominated by our emotions. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not think conservatives will get anywhere near as emotional as Democrats did in 2020. But I do see us trending down a path that we're better than.
The emotionality that somehow helped Joe Biden beat Trump? Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
And I think we have so much more to offer our country than...
She's 26? No, we're like the same. So she should know. Why is she acting like... Was she completely politically disengaged before 2016?
expletives and outrage. Something I was thrilled to discover this year is that your happiness should not depend on who is in the Oval Office. Your joy shouldn't come from a political party or the policies that they enact.
No shit. Don't get me wrong. Engage in politics. But like, yeah.
Now, while we
Making your whole personality a fucking political position is not good.
may need Trump to keep more of our money and our freedom, we don't need Trump to be happy and in good spirits. The only thing we need for that
Is this her finally hitting the acceptance stage of Trump's loss after over a year? Took long enough.
is the love of God and the support.
How many videos has she put out since Trump lost? Let's look.
My name is
We're not counting this video. Well, because this is like a different thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, more than I would have thought. Okay. For some reason, it feels like she hasn't put anything out. Maybe it's just because so much of her videos got so samey after a while. I don't know.
of family. This is where I feel as though I differ from so many conservative creators out there. I have never centered my identity around politics, but about the things I genuinely believe in and the things that bring me happiness. That's why I love sharing my wedding with you and the ways my husband and I are able to complete each other. And I don't say this to toot my own horn, but because I truly wish everyone could be as happy as I am, and hyper-focusing on what to be outraged with just isn't isn't the way to accomplish that. I will explain more in my next video, but I feel that coming to Jesus has allowed me to look at things from a brand new perspective. Nothing could ever happen against the will of God. So if Joe Biden is the man in the White House and the Democrats are destroying what's left of the country, then there must be a reason why a loving God would ask us to undergo these difficulties. And I found that the answer is right here on the cross. This
What is this?
right here is the image of true happiness, and this
Look at this gold-colored statue of a man being tortured to death. This is an image of happiness, god damn it!
This right here is why we should not be fearful, outraged, or emotional over the things happening to the country. I've learned that hard times create opportunity for hope.
She's literally clutching a cross and giving an impassioned political speech about the state of the nation. It's like a Simpsons gag.
Hope, because some of the greatest men to ever walk the earth, such as St. Peter and the apostles, would be completely unknown to us today if not for the hard times God asked them to go through. We should feel blessed to be counted among some of the holiest men to live, because our names may one day be remembered for the virtues we choose to live by. No one remembers the man who executed St. Maximilian Kolbe, but millions of people have heard the sacrifice he made to give his life to save an innocent man in a German prison camp. We have so much more reason to be hopeful than discouraged. The Democrats can take away your money, they can try to take away your guns, and they can try to take away your freedom, but they can never take away
Yeah, that's on the top of the list, is take away Kaitlin's freedom.
your spirit.
At all the meetings, Soros is like, what's number one on the docket? Take away Kaitlin Bennett's freedom. Every meeting. It's very annoying. We think we can skip it, but he's a stickler, you know? You gotta follow the rules.
Your joy, or your eternal salvation. Why give them the power they crave over you? As my priest would say, your joy is not their authority to
Is she gonna obnoxiously bring up, like, her priest and, like, confession and fucking saints constantly now because she's Catholic? Like, is this her personality now? Trump is gone, so now she's gonna, like, her thing now is she's Catholic and, like, super-de-duper Catholic? 'Cause that sucks. That sucks so much. Cool Cat says she should have got a Bob Larson cross for self-defense.
take, so why volunteer it over? We don't go to the grave with our money or our guns anyway. What we do go there with is our faith and our happiness. I could have spent the
No. By the time you actually hit the grave, your brain is dead. There is no more faith or happiness. You are meat. You are meat that is being stopped from rotting by formaldehyde or whatever they use nowadays.
year making clickbait videos about this or that thing that the Biden administration is doing, or all the stupid things AOC has said, but I've gained something far greater than views, followers, or income this year, which I hope to now share with you. I ask that you guys stay with me as I navigate how to bring you the content you're here for, but with a new element added that glorifies Christ and leads more people to Him. I'll see you soon for part 2, and I can't wait to share my journey to Catholicism with you all.
Oh, God.
My name is...
Well, that's funny. I didn't expect Kaitlin Catholicism arc was gonna be a thing. It's interesting, though.